And welcome to this segment of the video. In this segment, we are going to be checking out the Happy Ghast. Now, I watched Minecraft Live, and if things have changed, I am not aware of it. I've tried to do my best to set things up. I don't know if it's going to work. We're going to see. So here we go. I put dried gas down here. Now, I'm not sure if they're even going to work because it's 2, but I think I'll make the harness first. So I looked up the recipe, and I just got a whole bunch of things just in case I fail hundreds of times. So I believe this? Yes. Okay. And then we need to make a green one for the other one. Okay, I got the harnesses. Now I don't know what to do, which is why I got a whole bunch of fence posts and a whole bunch of blocks so I can try to build stuff. See if it'll get anywhere. Okay, so I'm assuming this is supposed to do something. Oh no, that didn't work. Okay, let's try it again. That's what part of this video is for. I am in creative mode, so that is why I have this stuff. Let me put this away for a minute. And just focus on doing the dried gas business. So, what do? On top of it, okay. Oopsie. So only one at a time. I'm gonna need to increase the tick speed. Give me a second. How do you increase the tick speed? We're gonna see this. That's not gonna be good. We're gonna ignore it for now. We're gonna go with that. Should be fast enough. Is that fast enough? I need to do something real quick. I'm in the same world as this house, as you can tell, and I just realized that all this is gonna grow. Nope. Okay, you can't play string about that. Anything else is gonna grow that I don't want it to. Most of the saplings are in pots, so I think that's okay. Okay. Back to our box. How's our guy doing? He's kind of not really moving much. You know? So, come on. Is he gonna spawn? Okay, so while he's spawning, I do have the secret spawn egg. So I don't know how fast he's gonna spawn. I could spawn a Happy Ghast, but I can't spawn a Ghast Link, which would be adorable, so we'll wait for him. Let's see what happens if we spawn a Happy Ghast. He's huge, so I assume I can equip this. Okay, job done. Sit on it? Wait, what? Hold up. How do I get it to come to me? I'm just gonna lead it real quick because I don't know that part yet. So just for the sake of it, I'm gonna lead it real quick. And then I'm gonna change my game mode to survival. And we're gonna grab a few blocks and see what we can do with this. Okay, let me grab a few blocks. Gonna have to ruin my amazing structure here. And then get on you. Okay. Alright, now what do I do? How do I drive it? Does it just do it by itself? Am I moving? That seems to be working. This is my Happy Ghast, everybody. Check out my Happy Ghast. Look at that Happy Ghast. He's adorable. And look at his glasses. Oh, and look, now his glasses are off. What do I do up here? Can I build up here? Nope. He is not a building block. 1 second. We're back, and I have an anvil. I have led him up there, so I am gonna name him. What are we gonna name this Happy Ghast? I'm gonna name him. Oh, I don't have an enchantment level, so I'm gonna have to do it in creative. Okay, I'm gonna name him. What's a really fancy boy's name? Cause it's clearly a boy. He's got this green thing on. Just that's what I'm choosing. And I'm gonna name him Noah. Perfect. Not quite fancy, but you know, this is Noah. And then I'm gonna name the girl when she's eventually out. Is she gonna come? Come on. You got this. It might be a while. So I wish I could just place the name tag in the anvil and leave it there till I need it. So in the meantime, let's try building with Noah here. Noah, how do you go down? Control S? That's up. W is down. Okay, that's weird. Let's see. Can I add to my structure here? I need to release him. No. Down. Okay, perfect. Now, let's see if I can add to my structure here. Wrong way. Oh, okay. This is actually working. I'm adding to my structure without having to have an elytra. That's nice. Because I am terrible at getting to the end. It's a little bit slower than you'd think, and I kind of having a hard time getting used to the controls. But once I do, Noah here is actually working ridiculously well. Okay, Noah actually works. And then if I want to do this, I can just add some pillars without having to get up. That is amazing. Okay, so Anastasia's not actually hatching fast enough or doing it fast enough. I don't know what the random tick speed is best, so I'm gonna see if that actually is. I'm wondering if that is actually slower. Like, my question is, how do I, reset the tick speed? That's the real question. Not game mode, game rule. Is that fast enough? Or is this not tick speed involved? Does she not have enough room? Okay. Come on. So, nothing's really happening, so we're gonna have to end this intro. I'll see if I can work out the problem. So we'll see if I can work this out. If I can't, I can't. We'll see. So, thank you for watching this intro. To see you in the actual episode. Welcome to episode 63 of the Create Mod series. My name is Sunny, and today I have no idea what we're going to be doing, but we're going to find out because I've forgotten what we did last episode. So, last episode, clearly, there's this wall. So I must have built this wall. Anything else that I've done? I don't know. Anything else? I built this wall. That's good. I remember finishing that. Oh, there's a spider up there. Okay. That's got to be lit up then, or it's just going to become a giant mob farm. Alright, we got to go find some torches then. Let me check that this isn't a giant mob farm right now. Okay, it's just lit up enough not to be a giant mob farm. So, yeah, it's time. I think I have a little bit of wood, a little bit of stone. I need to get some food. Just realized that. Food. Then we're going to work on the path around this area. So, food first. If I don't have any, doesn't work. Is this worth it? There. I don't have any food, so I needed to get my thing back, or it would be really a long time before we ever have an episode today. So, now that's been fixed. Put that away, put all this back on. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Now we're ready to start. Let me get first, I need a shovel. Perfect. And then I also need some torches. Do I have any coal? Coal, I say. I could just light it on fire. That might be the method I'm going with. I'm going to get some basalt. I'm going to make some basalt pillars to light it up. Let's see if this works. To the top we go. Let's see then. I gotta actually get up there first. Really hope there's no creepers up here, so I'm just gonna keep going up past the roof. Okay, nothing yet. Just for my and everybody's safety, I am gonna light this flat platform up. Perfect. I need to make this in a giant googly eyes, so let's make some googly eyes, shall we? Okay, those are 2 googly eyes, and then a smiley face. It only has fire on it because I need it to be lit up. I realize it probably looks really weird. Oh, it went out. Okay, so this isn't gonna work then. So I'll break it. And I gotta actually go find some torches now. In the meantime, or I could just cover the whole thing in carpet, I guess is another option. But, you know, that's gonna be tough. That's really wood. I'm gonna make a birch 2nd story, I think. Let's get this down. Get this ugly, ugly thing down. Okay, and now we're gonna work on a path, and then we're gonna make a birch 2nd story. So, let's begin. So we're gonna make, why does that not work? Is it this? Oh, because there's nothing under it. That's interesting. Okay. Lesson learned, you can't have something under it. Okay. So we're just gonna make a path however we can to this area. This can be a path. Pattern down the cacti, up to that top, and that's as far as it goes. Okay, next, this is looking a little bit boring, so let's get some flowers in here, shall we? I believe I have plenty of flowers. Let's get some of those in there. And which flowers should we choose? Let's go with some poppies, some white tulips. We'll use all of them, you know? A variety will work. So let's do this as our lilac corner. That'll work. And then we'll have a poppies and poppies, tulips. Not everywhere, of course, but just a little bit. And then some sunflowers in over here. Maybe some of these like that. Okay. Looks good. Okay. Looks good. We'll put a white tulip here. Perfect. Okay, so that improves this part. So we need, it's very white over here, isn't it? We need more yellow. Yellow is the only way conclusion. Okay, that's a little bit better. Now it's too red. Okay. That'll work. Okay. Perfect. Flower is complete. All right. Now we just need to put this away. And then we need some birch. So I got a little bit of birch on me. Otherwise, we have to go mine a birch tree, which is going to be exciting, but you know. I do need some ladders, so we're going to get those up. Where is our laddery part going to be? By the cacti? I think you're going to have to go around. So actually, I'm going to break this sunflower, replace this. And I'm going to need a lot more ladders. Okay. So let's put this away. And I'm going to need a lot more ladders. That's a ladder, right? Yeah. Is 6 enough? I doubt it. That's not 6 blocks tall. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Just like a few more. One more set of ladders. Which is good, because that's all I can make. Okay, we're going to go put the last ladders up. Perfect. Now, we can have a birch floor here. So, let's do that. Ah! Okay. Back up we go. Ah! I cannot stop falling off this ladder. Okay. Luckily, we're going to install the safety layer. But I don't actually like it at this level. I'd like to move it one down, I think. It's going to be a while if we're using this method, but... there we go. An axe. Perfect. Okay. This is totally safe, by the way, everybody. Just want to make that clear. Completely safe. No unsafety here at all. Yeah. So let's try this. Let's go over this way. Around this way. Grab the woody this way. I might have lost one, but that's okay. We'll go back up. And we will start the placing. So we're going to just surround this. Just so that I remember that that's what I wanted to do. And then we're going to go sleep. I might actually move this and then sleep. And then, epic plan incoming, we can get a water bucket. Water bucket. I have a bucket, but it has no water. I have 7 buckets actually, but none of them have any water. So I'm gonna have to go get the water. I might make a back door in this now, I'm realizing. Wait, why am I complaining about food? I have plenty of food right over here. I have no idea what I was doing. Yeah, I don't know what I was doing. Right, so let's do that. I need to build a well. Let's continue. We're going to make this world look better in the end, everybody. It's going to get better looking as we go. So I'm going to put this... I want to see if this is possible. It's looking a little dumb, but... if there was a... yeah, you cannot miss that. Okay. Doesn't make sense to have that there, though. Okay, so that's the down method. Now we need more birch logs, and we need a door. We're going to put the door right here. Are we, though? No. We need a well. I think I'll put the door right here. And then we can have a well right there. And then I need more birch. So I'll get the birch in a bit. And then what else do we need? Build the well time, I guess. So let me grab my blocks. Don't need the basalt, but I will need the slabs. And maybe the andesite. And maybe, just maybe, the walls. So let me go out here. I'm going to build a well right in this hollow. So. How deep we go in here? Gonna need, yeah. But that's not gonna work. Okay, I just have a lot of slabs now. let's start with the basic shape of the well, shall we? I think I did this the wrong way around. Let me start with the basic shape of the well. But first, this has to be even. Like, you can't build a well in an uneven hollow. Okay, that'll work for now. Let's build, so first you need some, it's gotta be big enough. Is that too big? No. So we need more blocks, so let's see. You know, I think I can include that later. It needs to just be, has to be an infinite water source, so I'll build this first, and then some, you see what I'm saying? Some walls. And then we need to get down here. I need some water first. You can't have an infinite water source without water. And I'll get 4 buckets, I think, because just in case I make a mistake. So let's grab that. Perfect. And then let's go back. And then let's get this water source in. So feels nice not to be on a flat world though. Okay. Okay, I'm in. I also need a way out. I'm in, but I also need a way out. Okay, perfect. Now, let's get these water buckets in. How do you make an infinite water source? Great question, me. I think that's as deep as it needs to be, though, isn't it? I might have made a mistake here. Is that infinite? That was accidentally infinite, okay. So let's put those together. Okay, now we got an infinite water source. That was easy. I need more walls. Okay, walls. Make 6 andesite walls and 6 cobblestone walls. So that means that we can have a little bit of interest into the wall business. So like it can be, I don't know. Oops, you fell in the well. What do you do when you fall in the well? You can't break the well every time. So let's just not fall in it, shall we? Let me see. Andesite there, and that should be good. Okay, and then let's do, this one is andesite as well. Okay, so, and then we need a roof. And then we'll work on the little things. We need a roof. The door's here. Roof. I want spruce, but I don't think, unless there's spruce in the horizon, on the horizon, which there's not. So we're gonna use oak for now. Or how about granite will work, which I don't have enough of, but you know. Anything I do have enough of? Does ochre make stairs? No? Okay. Guess it's oak. Going back to oak. Where did my oak go? I just had a whole bunch of oak. Didn't I? Was I making this up? Did I not have a whole bunch of oak? There it is. Let's make some oak stairs, I guess. One. We're gonna do like this. 3, 2, 3, 2. Nope, that's upside down. No! Okay, well, I can't keep breaking the well, but you know, it's not working right now. Okay, let's try that again. Nope. Ah, seriously. Okay. Let's try it like this. Bring this down. Okay, perfect. Now I just need an interior block, which is going to be a block of oak, and then we're going to put a nice, I think like a, not a fence, but some other sort of, I don't know why I'm going in here. I think just an andesite wall will work. Now I have too many, but you know. Okay. Let me see. Okay, that'll be fine. Now as to decoration around the well, we'll go with some walls, and then that should be good. So this is the well. Oh, but you need the bucket thing in the middle. Okay, I need a fence then. You can't possibly have a well without this. In truth, I need a lead. But I don't think I have one of those. Nope, so I'm gonna have to find another conclusion. What looks like a bucket? A cauldron. I would love a cauldron. But I don't think I have enough iron for that either. Anything I can make with copper. Maybe something create mod that looks about right. Why am I using this? That's what I have this for. Anything that looks enough like a bucket for me to use here. An empty blaze burner, but that involves iron. A millstone? Okay, a block, an andesite casing, and a cog. So do I have any of that? I have no cogs? That's odd. I have no shafts? Did I move my stuff or something? I have the wood. I have the block needed. I need some casing too, but that's easy. I just, you know. Dark. That's nighttime, come on. That's nighttime. I'm not convinced. It's nighttime. You can't convince me, game. It's nighttime. It's nighttime, game. Thank you. Okay. So, back to what I was doing. I remember where I put it. Also out of food again. It's okay, I'll go get it in a minute. Alright, I need a shaft and a casing. I don't seem to have a casing in here, but that's okay. I'll just go get some from up here. Hi, Thomas. Okay, I'll just go get a piece of wood real quick. So that'll work this out, and then we are done. So let me get some food. Seriously, I don't know why I didn't think of this. I literally have a field for this. That's what this is for. For me to have, like, an infinite amount of food, so I never have to worry about it again. That's why I spent a whole episode planting this field, and I immediately forgot I even had the field. But anyway, I just remembered, so we're good. Let me just put the seeds away. And let's make me some bread. How many breads can we make? 15 breads. It's pretty good. And now we just need a piece of wood. We just need a piece of wood now. Where am I going to find a piece of wood? That's a piece of wood. Ah, great. 2 pillagers facing off. Okay, that's okay. We'll just go around this way. Theoretically, nobody minds if I just take this and replace it with dirt. It was just a shorter tree. Totally no problems. So let's do this. That doesn't work, does it? This works, doesn't it? I think it's alloy. It's gotta be alloy. Meaning I need some zinc. Or iron, neither of which I have. Yep, iron or zinc. So I don't have enough of that right now, so we're just gonna stay without a bucket for now, I guess. And that is where we are ending. I really want something to look like the bucket though, so I'm gonna check what I have again. Anything else that can look like a bucket that I actually have? It's not looking hopeful. Let me check downstairs. This'll work. Let's go with that. The basin. If it's too big, it's too big, and we'll just leave the episode without that. So let's go. This roof is not high enough. I'm gonna need to break this. I'm gonna need to put this. Nope, I'm not gonna need that. I'm gonna need to block it here. Break that because I made a mistake. Okay, I'm gonna need to go up there because I made a mistake and all my blocks are up there. And then I'm gonna need to go down, and then I'm gonna need to go down again, and then I'm gonna need to do this again. So, first thing that needs to be put is an oak plank, and then the fence, and then the basin. And then, if you go up a little bit, you can put the cobblestone wall on top. Perfect. Okay, it just needs to be raised one. Alright, that's our well complete. We got a little bit of a path and inside done. Our bucket's not really working, but it actually looks okay, so I might leave it like that. So, thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, subscribing, commenting. We'll see you in the next one. Bye!